Scouting bets week 3. Scouting bets week 3. Week 2 is over. Thank God. Week 2 was a brutal week. You saw a lot of fourth quarter collapses through 2 weeks. A lot of teams are just coming back in the fourth quarter. You saw that with the Raiders. You also saw that with the Dolphins last week. Teams just coming back and just collapsing in the fourth after, having a big lead. A lot of handicappers got, felt it last week in week 2. Even a lot of the well-known ones. Week 2 was a brutal week. We only cashed in on one of those tickets. Cooper Rush. They I don't know what's going on with the Bengals. Backup quarterback injuries to the Cowboys. They still pull out a win in that one. And, I don't know what happened with the Colts. How do you not put up a single point against the Jags? I know history says that the Colts struggle at the Jags, but to not put up a single point at all, that's uncalled for. But week 2 is in the books. It is now week 3. These are all of the spreads. These are all of the games coming tonight, Thursday night. You got Steelers-Browns. Honestly, in that game, I feel like the Steelers are being heavily disrespected in that one. The Browns are favored. I really believe that the Steelers should be favored. And I know Steelers offense right now looks terrible. They can't move the ball. Points are hard to come by with that team right now, but I truly feel with that defense is carrying the team. They're getting a lot of interceptions right now through 2 weeks. They still have Minkah Fitzpatrick. I know TJ Watt is hurt, but I truly think, that Steelers defense is going to carry the team against the Browns. You got to remember, Jacoby Brissett is banged up. Browns offense isn't that great either. They're gonna run the ball really well, but I feel like the Steelers are heavily being disrespected. Now, am I gonna put my money on a divisional game with two teams with bad offenses on a Thursday night? Absolutely not. But if I were to lean one way, low scoring game, and I'm gonna take the Steelers in that one. Just letting you know, too, the Browns at home in division games, under this coach, they do not do well. Just look at that. They have a losing record against the spread at home in division games with the Browns. So take that into consideration. But these are the rest of the games for Sunday. Monday, you got another divisional game with Cowboys-Giants. But one of the games that I am taking so far for week 3, I'm going to bounce back and I'm going to take the Ravens. Ravens -3. I'm going to take that game. I think the Ravens, they did blow that game. They should have won that game. I did have the Dolphins on one of my tickets. That was a good comeback. But, of course, the Colts ruined a good ticket. But I'm going to take the Ravens to bounce back. Now, the Ravens don't have the best passing defense. You clearly saw that. Tyreek Hill in the second half absolutely torched them so they can come back and win that game. But the Patriots don't have that. The Patriots have a struggling offense, just like how I talked about with the Steelers-Browns. They're struggling to put up points. The Ravens don't really have to worry about, crazy fast receivers. The Patriots wide receivers look like they struggle to get separation. So I'm going to bounce back and take the Ravens that, they just blew that game against the Dolphins. The Dolphins are a pretty good team, an explosive team that can put up a lot of points. But I think the Ravens should not have that problem against the Patriots. The Patriots are struggling right now. They cannot put up points. Their wide receiver core just straight up sucks right now. So I'm going to take the Ravens in week 3. And another one that I'm going to do. So a lot of things happen in week 2. Let's talk about the Rams. Let's talk about Packers-Buccaneers. Now, there's going to be no Mike Evans for that fight. What happened against the Bucs? The Bucs got the win. But these are two teams. You're talking about wide receiver core. Right now, the wide receiver core for the Packers and the Bucs are not strong. But in this one, I'm going to trust Brady. The spread right now is Buccaneers -1.5. Buccaneers defense, that defense is strong. And you saw in the game, that defense pretty much won the game. Tom Brady broke that streak of losing to the Saints. I'm going with defense. Listen, the Packers don't have the offense either. They beat on the Bears, but they beat the Bears every single year, so I'm not counting that. Buccaneers are home. Give me the Bucs. against the Packers in that one. I'm going with defense, and I'm going with experience with Brady in that one. Give me the Bucks. This is a 2-team parlay. I'm just doing nothing. I'm not doing 3, 4, 5 teams on this one. And I'm also taking the Rams. I bought a half a point. It's at 3.5. I put Rams at -3. Cardinals are 0-6 straight up and 0-6 against the spread at home in the last 6 games. Give me the Rams. I know they almost blew that game too. They almost collapsed in the fourth quarter, but they did hang on to win that one. 2-team parlay. I like the Rams and the Bucks there. So far I'm Rams, Bucks, Ravens. And this is my last ticket. Another game that I am looking at, but I'm not sure, is the Chargers. I'm still waiting to see if Herbert's going to play. He got banged up in that one, in that loss. They did cover the spread for us in that game, but I'm still waiting for Justin Herbert. But this is my last ticket. I put Ravens on there. I teased it up. This is a teaser just to be safe. I really don't see the New England Patriots beating the Ravens. So I did Ravens +4 and Bills Dolphins. I don't want to pick a side in Bills Dolphins, but everyone and their mother is taking the Bills. And I get it. But when so many people are taking one side, it just gets me a little bit weary. But all the money right now is coming on Bills -6. I think I heard it was like 96% of the money is coming on the Bills. But just give me points. Both teams put up over 40 points last week. Explosive offenses. Josh Allen can run the ball, throw the ball. Dolphins, their defense is averaging 8.7 yards per play, which is the highest in the NFL. And now you got to worry about Diggs. You got Waddle, Tyreek Hill. I mean, it's just points all over the place. I'm going to take an over 46 on that one. I don't care who wins the game, but just score a lot of points. And I like a 46 number there. And of course, I'm just going with experience with the Chiefs, man. Chiefs they're bouncing back this year. I don't know what's going on with the Colts. No wins so far, a tie and a loss, an embarrassing loss to a really bad Jaguars team. Give me the Chiefs there all day. Give me Pat Mahomes. Give me the experience. Give me a winning team that knows what they're doing. And Eagles coming off a big win against the Vikings. I mean, I did not see the Eagles shutting down Justin Jefferson like that on a Monday night. Jalen Hurts, he played really good. He's good. He still can only get better from here, but the Eagles look really good right now against the Commanders. You know how I feel about Carson Wentz, but I don't know if they cover that spread. That spread is a little high because the Eagles spread, it started, I believe, at 2.5 or 3. But when they came off that win versus the Vikings, the spread just exploded. So I think the value there, when you see a 2.5, 3 spread and it goes up to 6.5, that might be a little too much in a divisional game on the road. The Commanders, I don't think they're going to fold over for these guys, but I think Eagles still get the win, but 6.5 is just a little too high for me. So this is my teaser there, but these are my tickets so far for the week that I'm doing. I'm looking also for the Chargers. I really like the Chargers at home, but I got to see if Justin Herbert is going to play in that one. I'm eyeing 49ers Broncos. Broncos look like a sloppy team right now. I don't know what's going on, but a lot of penalties, false starts. They just don't look crisp with Russell Wilson. I know they have a new head coach, but they look like a sloppy football team. And right now, Garoppolo is an upgrade over Trey Lance. So I'm eyeing the 49ers too. I didn't put any money on them yet, but I'm eyeing the 49ers. And I'm also eyeing the Chargers right now. But these, for week 3, need a win. We need to bounce back. We need to hit more tickets for this week 3. But these are what I'm locked into right now. We need a bounce back week. Just hitting one ticket, pushing the other week before. I don't like that. But it's been a brutal 2 weeks. A lot of unknowns. You still don't really know what's going on. Are the Lions legit? Only time will tell. What's going on with the Bengals? Normally Bengals Jets, I'd hop on the Bengals all day. But right now I need to see that offensive line. There's still a lot of unknowns. We got Steelers Browns today. I really think the Steelers need to switch quarterbacks. You're not going to win a lot of games when you can only put up 17 points, but Steelers defense is real. I feel like a lot of people are sleeping on them right now, what they can do. The Browns offense, not that much of a threat. It's who's going to make the least amount of mistakes in that one. But that is week 3, guys. Good luck this week. We need some wins this week. Scouting bets, like, subscribe. Please let me know what you're betting this week also. Drop all your bets in the comments. Scouting bets.